Hey, Daniel Lee with the Eurasian Business Expo. We're here in Dallas with Scott Palmer. Scott, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you today?
Wonderful.
Thanks for having me.
So, what kind of business do you guys do in your law firm?
We have a 12-member law firm up in Addison. We specialize in federal and state criminal defense work, as well as we have a personal injury section in the firm dealing with wrongful death, car accidents, dog bites, things of where anybody gets injured and it's not their fault, make a claim against the other person or a company or anybody really that's at fault for causing someone injury. We do a lot of that kind of work. Normally it's catastrophic, big cases is what we like.
Awesome. Big checks.
Well, the bigger injury, the bigger the value, and the more we're needed. So also with the criminal defense part of our firm, I'm board certified in criminal defense, so we do cases. I've got 5 other lawyers that work with me on that team, anywhere from traffic tickets all the way to capital murder. I also have a federal criminal defense attorney named Russell Turkel, who is fantastic, used to be a probation officer in the Eastern District of Texas, knows the federal world and the federal rules better than anyone. In fact, better than me, and I've been doing it for almost 29 years. Adding him to the team is just an essential part of what we do, taking care of people involved in the federal criminal defense world.
Yeah. What really motivated you to join the law firm or build it?
You know, I've been doing this for 29 years, and at a certain point, it became too much for me to do it alone. So I would slowly, and this goes back to 1990, before you were born, 1996. But over the years, in the past 5 or 6 years, we've really kind of expanded. We added an appellate section. We've got an appellate lawyer who kind of does our appeals and other people's appeals, other lawyers. We have a civil rights section. So I've expanded got a little bit more lanes to cover. Criminal defense and personal injury is where I started. And civil rights is an intersection of both of those issues, but dealing with injuries from police officers, from members of the government that are responsible for hurting and injuring people, killing people. We are one of the only firms in Texas that does both of those.
Oh, really?
And it's really hard to sue the government, as you can imagine, especially now with all that's going on. But we have 2 lawyers that are dedicated to our civil rights team, and they're exceptional.
Got it. Thank you very much. So what's really sort of motivated you to become a lawyer in the first place? Was it a role model, or is it like a family thing, or you just decided to?
That's a great question. I had 2 uncles, one on my dad's side and my mom's brother, who's local here, who actually helped me get in. Well, he found the law school in Dallas, urged me to apply, and got in. I've been working with him over all these years. I worked with him in his firm. He does personal injury, did criminal defense 40 years ago, and taught me the ropes. He was a major influence.
Kind of family thing?
I would say it's a family thing. Without my uncle's motivation and inspiration, I don't know I'd be sitting here right now.
Got it. So, I'm just curious, what are the top 3 to 1 most interesting cases you had? We can do civil, we can do criminal, or that's where you have fun.
No, yeah, I mean, probably the one I've had several that have been real high profile. We get a lot of high profile cases. One that is
on the civil or criminal?
Or both? Well, all of them. We've had a gentleman who was charged with assaulting another woman in Deep Ellum that made worldwide press. We went to trial on that in 23. It happened in 19.
Was any one of them popular? Why did it blow up so?
It blew up because it was on video. He was caught on video assaulting a woman. She was an African American and he was a white guy, and then it just immediately went nuts. It got worldwide press. We ended up going to trial and got found not guilty of the more serious offenses. But all the news stations were covering that. It was every day, cameras and lights. While we were in trial, so that was interesting. I also represented a Russian woman in 2010 who made worldwide press. I was in an Australian newspaper. I was doing interviews for European and Australian and United States press. She was accused of smuggling night vision goggles in her UGG boots.
I think I heard about this.
Yeah, it was huge all over Dallas.
What kind of goggles were there? Like military type of thing?
It was night vision, and there's an export you can't export night vision. It's a munition. It's on the export list.
Export to Russia, I'm assuming?
She was sending them to Moscow, not for what the government thought, but it was actually for game hunters, people with Russian millionaires that were trying to buy these things, and you couldn't buy them unless you were in the United States. And you sign a form that says, I'm not going to export them. And she got caught. But we did we worked at, this was out of New York. So I flew to New York and Brooklyn and was with her many times and ended up getting a really, really fair sentence from a very enlightened Brooklyn judge, federal judge. But this was worldwide press. We had press chasing us in New York Post, wanting to do interviews. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Should be fun. Should be fun.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little more about your partners in your law firm?
My managing partner is Rebecca Perlstein. She is really a criminal defense attorney who is incredibly at managing people. She is the glue that holds our firm together. She has been able to, bring our different, we have different teams of lawyers, and we have about 17, 18 staff. Some are remote. So she's managing the firm and not doing as much lawyering as I'd like her to be, because she's a fantastic lawyer, former Collin County prosecutor. So I stole her from Collin County back in 2015. So she's been with me 10 years and made her a named partner in 2023 to recognize her efforts and to essentially give her elevated status in the community. She deserves it. She's an amazing lawyer. And also it's in a way to empower women. She is a great partner and a great lawyer and a friend, and she has dedicated her career to helping me and growing our business, and I felt that was more than appropriate to add her as a name partner, which is a whole issue because you have to have new letterhead, new cards, we have a new banner, new logo, and it's a lot when you're dealing with the marketing aspect. But she is an integral part of our firm. She is amazing and a fantastic lawyer, and I couldn't be prouder to have her as my partner.
Okay. I should probably interview her as well. I think
you should. She is
absolutely
very dynamic.
You need to make her.
Oh no, she'll do it without hesitation.
What would you ask yourself? What would you ask 18-year-old yourself? Or what would you recommend? Let's say 18, like in the teen years, whenever you stop doing stupid things,
Well, I mean, I was always pretty disciplined and driven. My friends were partying and doing stupid things, and I was actually the guy who was too afraid to do that stuff. Okay. So the 55-year-old me, looking backwards when I was 18, it kind of makes sense how I got here, because I was too afraid to screw up, where most 18-year-olds are taking risks. I was risk averse. Now these days I'm taking risks, business-wise. I have a pretty large footprint. And I've added different areas of my practice, added different lawyers, taking that kind of risk, all that overhead, all that responsibility is something that I take it very seriously, and I have a lot of people that depend on me to get up in the morning and go to work every day. But the 18-year-old self, looking forward, I don't think we had ever envisioned that we'd have a firm of this size with this type of reputation, and reputation means everything to me. So hard work, discipline, you got to do it every day. And the 18-year-old Scott Palmer, who had a lot more hair, probably could never have envisioned. Yeah, it's getting older is no fun, I'll tell you that. So I know you're young, but you've got ambition, you've got talent, you've got skill, and you're putting it to use now, which I think is highly impressive. And I know you put this whole thing together, which is
thank you very much.
really a good mark on your scorecard.
Appreciate that, Scott. Thank you very much, and you have a wonderful rest of
Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Yeah, you need to get